Oh, hello there. Why am I seeing double? Why do I have no depth perception? I can't shoot a free throw to save my life. Check it out. Check it out. We're going to try out the Eggstractor. It's an infomercial thing. I don't know if it's worthless or not, but can you see it? This thing is supposed to extract the egg out of a shell once you boiled it. To get a hard-boiled egg, because we all know how frustrating peeling eggs can be. The instructions say, cover the eggs completely in water and then add a heaping teaspoon of salt. Heaping, not level, teaspoon of salt. So apparently salt water makes a difference. So here's another thing, a little gizmo I got at Whole Foods. This is supposed to be an egg poacher. It just floats around on the top and it's silicone, floats in the water, and it's supposed to poach an egg perfectly. So I guess we'll see. Can you see it? Can you see it? So for that, I'm gonna take one of these eggs and I'm gonna crack it, and then I'm gonna pour everything in that little boat. Okay, so I've got my salt water, my 5 eggs in there, my poacher floating on top, and the next step is to bring water to a full boil and then continue to boil for 6 to 8 minutes. So I'm gonna do 7 minutes. Seems like what they're saying. They could have just said 7, but I'm gonna split it in half. 7 is my favorite number. So I'm going for 7. They say a watched pot never boils. I'm gonna see if that's true. And I wonder if an encouraged pot boils, like if I egg it on. Boil, boil, you go pot, boil. You boil now. Yeah, boil, boil, boil. B-O-I-L, boil. While I wait for that, I'm gonna have a piece of fitness chocolate. This is an ice cube tray. So those ice cubes that are long that you use to stick in water bottles and stuff, I use that for a chocolate mold for my fitness chocolate. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I say that every day. For the last 3 years I've said that. I think I shall have another. It just pops right out. It's like a Twix, but not toxic and life-threatening. It's good for you. Oh. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I submit that I shall have a third. Oh. Wow. Got a little egg brain teaser here for you. Solve this one. How do you drop an egg 5 feet without breaking it? Think about that for a second. Drop it from 6 feet and it won't break for the first 5 feet. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Omelette.
Omelette who?
Omelette smarter than I look. All right, it's boiling. Woohoo! So we're gonna turn that down so it doesn't boil over. Alrighty. Boiling for 7. There's lots of different ways to hard boil an egg and peel it properly. So I would encourage you to research it and do a little exploring of those different ways. I would tell these eggs some jokes, but I don't want them to crack up just yet. This poaching gizmo is actually turning out pretty good. Normally I fry my eggs instead of poach them, but it's Tuesday today. It's not Friday. Why did the chicken cross the road? To show the possum it could be done. Why does a chicken coop only have 2 doors? Because if it had 4 doors, it would be a sedan. Why do egg whites hate jokes? Because they can't take a yolk. All right. The poacher guy needs some more time. But I'm not going to boil these for any longer because that would be not following the instructions. I'm going to put these eggs in cold water like it says. out of my Berkey filter. Berkey baby. Gets all the fluoride out, all of it. Yeah, you're jealous. You know you're jealous. You want a Berkey. Don't hate me because you ain't me. Now I'm gonna boil this poacher a little bit longer. Then place eggs immediately in ice water for 10 minutes before extraction. Alrighty, there we go. Gonna leave that there 10 minutes. And then it looks like we're ready to extract these suckers. How many eggs do you think you could eat on an empty stomach? 1, because then your stomach's not empty anymore. Bam! Eggs probably aren't the biggest fans of frying pans. So how do they exit a frying pan? It just scrambles right out. In fact, if I was in a frying pan and I was an egg, I would be terrified. And when an egg does scramble out of a pan, that's the form of exercise. This poaching thing, it's still a little bit liquidy on top. I think the instructions, which I already threw away, would probably say put something like a lid on top, which I don't have. I wish there was some way I could accelerate this process. And if you don't like all these egg jokes, well, excuse me. Okay, we're gonna get these eggs out of here because if they spend any more time up on end there, they might get exhausted. The next step says tap small end of egg several times on the piercer located on the extractor base. Make sure that you pierce through the inner layer of skin between shell and egg white. That looks like the small end. Tap several times. It's got a little thingy there, sharp thingy, spiky. Can you see it? I did it. Now, crack the large end by tapping on the table a couple times. Oh, that's fully cracked, all right. Make sure the small end of the egg is facing upward. Place extractor over egg. Crisscross hands. I'm CPR certified, so this is perfect. And give one good fast push. If egg does not pop out on the first try, make sure you realign the egg upright position before trying again. If you follow the egg instructions exactly, you'll be an expert extractor. Okay, so CPR. Nothing. It exploded. This did not work. Oh. Shrapnel. Carnage. See, that's just making a mess now. I don't like messes. But for the sake of maybe that was a fluke, we're going to try this again. But we're going to put this in the freaking sink in case I get another shrapnel experience here. Okay? Just like they said. No. Okay. That time it worked. Hey, that's cool. But it made a little hat. That's kind of weird. We're going to try this again. On that one, we're going to assume no. No. Okay. I only weigh 165 pounds. That's all my weight. Yeah. It's good exercise. Okay, I'm gonna sprain my wrist if I keep more shrapnel. So glad it was in the sink. Oh, come on. All right. Well, I'm protected from shrapnel here in the sink, so might as well just do the rest of them. Okay, if I jump. That didn't work either. Elbow drop. Okay, something came out. See, it left the shell, but there was explosion going on, and that just, there's nothing edible in there. I can't work with that. All right, one last chance, and then I've gone through all the eggs that I boiled. It's a massacre. I'm ruining eggs right and left. Okay, the whole thing went through. That got, it's scarred. It's got battle scars, but that's edible. Okay, so I got 2 eggs out of 5. The rest are mutilated, and these are scarred. So, conclusion, it's a piece of crap. I'm glad I only spent 15 bucks. Let's see how this worked out. This is looking done. See how it's floating in there? Can you see it? Can you see it floating around up on in there? And let's see, take it up on out there. Can you see it? Can you see it? It's still a little bit soft on top. It's really done on the bottom, not so much on top. Yeah, it needs to have that lid on there. I'm sure that's what the instructions said that are in the garbage. It's still gonna taste great. A little salt and pepper up on in there. All right, so if you have a better idea and you have explored this yourself and found a surefire way to boil an egg and peel it easily, comments below is where you should be. You're typing away, helping everybody that's watching this, and me, because I still don't know. And be sure to subscribe down in the corner, the little xgym logo. You just click on it, and then that'll subscribe you to this channel. Because most of the videos here actually give you some useful content and answers to stuff and teach you stuff instead of... But hey, you got something out of this. You know not to waste $15 on the Eggstractor because it's a piece of garbage. And I don't think it can even be recycled. So literally, it's a piece of garbage. Although this would be a nice stand if you ever do find a golden egg, put that there, and it for display purposes on your mantle. That would work. Okay, so I've got some cleanup to do. If you want your friends to know what not to buy and what not to do, but not necessarily what to do, because there's really no answers here, share this. Because they, on some level, will probably appreciate that. And remember to include your fake friends too. So the friends like on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter that you haven't actually met and don't really know, you can help them as well. Just share. Help those fake friends. Heck, between Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, I've got like 2,000 of those fake friends, and they're growing every day. I'm making new fake friends all the time. Okay, bye-bye.